Hey guys, this is another video coming at you from my river vacation. I'm still on vacation with my sisters, but for some reason I felt the urge to make another video today, so I'm going to. This one specifically is going to be on the topic of love and relationships as an adult. I told you guys in my first video that I kind of wanted to talk about being a young adult and my experiences with that. And obviously a big part of living your life and the experiences you have is love and, relationships and all that sort of stuff. So I wanted to, talk about my experience with those things. So I have been in a depressive state for about a year, not because of a lost love, so to speak, but I think that was the trigger for my depression, even though I don't think that specifically is what caused it. It was what, kind of put me over the hill of depression, I guess, and has led me on my mental health journey that I have right now. But long story short, I fell in love with a girl. The timing wasn't right for her, even though it was right for me, and she ended up just stopping talking to me, and since I was deeply and madly in love with her, that wrecked me emotionally for a long time. And it was only recently that I really truly felt like I was ready to move on and to start on a dating app, which I have now. For those of you who want to know, I'm on Hinge, and to just put myself out there again, because I got burned really bad. The first ever experience I had in a relationship when I was an adult, I got burned really bad. So I've been patient with myself, and I haven't forced myself into anything. I've only wanted to do something when I knew it was the right time, and I thought it was the right time a couple weeks ago to finally download a dating app and start, putting myself out there again. And though it was very anxiety inducing and very nerve-wracking, and I'll probably make a whole separate video on my experience with dating apps, I'm very proud of myself for doing it, and I'm very proud of myself for taking that step, because it is a really big step. And even though it caused a lot of anxiety, a lot of good has come from it. And I'm actually, I'm thinking that at this point I have found someone who I want to keep talking to, and who I think I would delete the app for. So that's really, really good and really, really nice. And obviously we're going to take our time, we're going to take it slow, we're going to see where it goes, but at the moment I'm pretty hopeful. And so I just kind of wanted to talk, I guess, about love, and about basically my opinions on love. I do believe in love. I know some people don't, but obviously I've seen it in real life, I've felt it in real life, and I know that it's real, unfortunately. But I think that, there are other aspects to love that I don't necessarily believe in. Like, I don't think I believe in soulmates. I don't believe that there's one perfect person on the world for you. I mean, there's 7 billion people in the world. Like, there can't just be one perfect person, I believe in timing and circumstance and the right time, the right place. So I believe that there is a perfect person for you right now, where you're at mentally, physically, emotionally, all of that. And basically what that means is, like, the person probably speaks the same language you speak. The person probably lives in the same country you live in, probably lives in the same state. It's just circumstantial, right? That, you've met this person who fits well with you right now, and that's most and partly because they live where you live, they speak the language you speak, they understand you, and your life experiences. And so, I think that there's not one perfect person for everybody. There's just perfect people at right times, right place. And I'm sure a lot of people know my first love was this way. My first love was wrong time, wrong place, right? And so I can, I know the difference between when it's right and when it's wrong. And even though I would say that my first love was somebody who I would fit perfectly with, it was the wrong time, it was the wrong place, she was the wrong girl. So we weren't soulmates, so to speak. But like I said, I don't really believe in that. I think it's, you know, I guess naive or like cocky to say that there's like one person for everybody. It's kind of like saying there's not aliens. Like, there's so many experiences in the world and there's so many different people. There's no way there's one perfect person. Now, I'm sure there's the most perfect person in the world, and you will never ever meet them. You will never meet them. There is probably somebody more perfect for you than the person who you choose to spend your life with. But that doesn't matter, because right place, right time, and you love this person regardless. So all that you know is what's real, and what's real is the love that you have with them. So I just, I think that's really what I wanted to talk about. And just, I think that obviously, like I told you guys, I got burned in love the first time, and it took me, it's been almost a year to start back up again and to get to a point where I think that I can put myself out there and be healthy, because obviously you should never, unless you both go into the relationship knowing what it is, you should never go into a relationship for rebound purposes. I think that is, unfair to you, it's unfair to them, and so I made sure that I was ready, and I made sure that it was the right moment for me, because I didn't want to do anybody the disservice of wasting their time. But basically, I have found, a girl who I think is very promising, and who I would very much so like to get to know better. And so yeah, I guess love was just on my mind a little bit, and just, relationships and all of that. I think obviously love is such a huge part of our society and of who we are as people and of cultures. And when I was growing up, my biggest dream was that I would fall in love someday and feel it, because I'd never felt it before. And obviously when I was 18 years old, I did feel it, and I did fall in love with somebody. And I obviously got burned, but I still am very, very grateful for that experience. And I think that love is one of the most beautiful things in the world. However, nasty and harmful it can be, it's also just so worth it when you actually find the one who you think is right place, right time, and who's right for you. So I guess I just, kind of wanted to talk about that and talk about my feelings about, soulmates and all that sort of stuff, because I think that I'm not a religious person, and I think that obviously plays into it a little bit, because I don't think that there is a God that made somebody for you. I think that you just have to go out and find the best person, the right place, right time, and put yourself out there and see what comes to you, and that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm going to continue doing. So thank you guys so much for listening. Love, Emma.